Live from Fox 35 News, you're watching Good Day Orlando.
Right now at 8, families reunited in Central Florida after getting rescued from violence in Haiti. The ongoing efforts happening to get hundreds of Floridians back home.
Well, so much for smooth sailing. 2 cruises out of Florida have been canceled this week because of a fire on board. Why this is a case of deja vu for crew members.
And you might want to plan for a little more traffic than usual for the next few weeks. Part of I-4 is shutting down overnight for the near future. More on what's causing this. Good morning, everybody, and thank you for joining us on Good Day Orlando at 8 o'clock. I'm David Martin.
David, I'm so glad you're here with us this morning. It is good to see you on this Monday. I'm Danielle Knox, and thank you at home for joining us as well. It certainly is good to see you. Let's get right on over to Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner, and it is so good to see some great weather. Brooks, good morning.
Oh yeah, this is going to be one of those top 10 Florida spring days. Here's a live view from our Launch Credit Union camera at Port Canaveral, looking over at the Disney Wish, getting ready to embark on a nice tropical trip. 65 degrees right now. Not bad weather around our region this morning. We've got 65 in St. Cloud, 70 at Cocoa Beach. The winds have been very busy on shore, and it is spring break week for both Brevard and Volusia County schools. But a heads up if you're going to the beach, very dangerous conditions in the ocean with a very high risk for rip currents. It's encouraged you to stay out of the water if you're heading down to the beach for some fun. That Hard Rock Hotel cam, though, beautiful with the sun rising. Temperatures will be mild today, about 74 at noon, up to 79 by 2 o'clock. A beautiful, busy breeze around the region. By the way, across the deep south today, a high risk for severe storms. That front coming our way, but in doing so, weakening, although it will bring rain to the region here on Thursday. I'll track that for you coming up. First off, though, let's take a look. We've had some issues on the roads this morning. Slow, lots of volume there. It's always good to see traffic moving in that location. Otherwise, there have been a couple of accidents around the region. This one is an incident on I-4 westbound. This is right near Orlando Violent Premium Outlets, and it's resulting in a little bit of a backup here. That's approaching Disney Springs. Anytime there's any kind of accident or any kind of perturbation, man, that perturbs the commute, that's for sure. Check it out. Here is a delay. We've got 417 to downtown on the 408. Normal drive time 7 minutes. It's taken us 30 minutes. Look at this backup right here. That is going over the, I believe that's the 408. Yeah, so that's going over the lake there as you approach Executive Airport. What a mess there. Big backup. So yeah, take your time. So we got some incidents. It's stuff like this where it's just adding to it. It's not like a full-on gridlock, but it's enough to really mess things up. There's a crash on the 408 westbound. That is an injury accident. And there's also a crash here on I-4 inbound near Lake Monroe, multi-vehicle crash slowing things down. But this is one on the 408 that's resulting in those big backups. That's near Anderson Street. All right, so it is obviously a Monday. It's back to school. We're back to the high volume on the roadways, and we'll be back with a look at your 7-day forecast. All right, Danielle, David, back to you.
Brooks, thank you. Breaking right now. Deputies are investigating an early morning shooting in Orange County. This happened just before 5:30 in the morning at 25th Street and Westmoreland, south of downtown Orlando. This is a look from Sky Fox, and you can see lots of deputies on the ground processing the situation. The Orange County Sheriff's Office says a man was taken to the hospital in critical condition. We will continue to follow this, of course. Today, more Americans are expected to be flown into Florida as rescue operations continue in Haiti. Flights will land in both Orlando and Miami today.
In fact, another flight arrived at International Airport yesterday. Fox 35's Amanda McKenzie joining us live now this morning. And Amanda, good morning to you. There are still many to be rescued.
And it is just a matter of time until hopefully those folks can get to safer soil. We spoke with some of the passengers who landed here yesterday, and they described Haiti as a war-torn area. Is continuing to get scarier by the moment because of the worsening violence from the gangs taking over the capital city. Reporting live from the Orlando International Airport, Amanda McKenzie, Fox 35 News.
All right, Amanda, thank you so much for that. And developing out of Orange County right now, one person is dead following a shooting Saturday night. Deputies confirming it happened at just about 10:30 p.m. on East Colonial Drive near the 408 and Alafeo Trail. The victim, a man in his 30s, was taken to the hospital where he later died. No word yet on a motive or any arrests. And 2 people are recovering this morning after their boat crashed near Sanford. Seminole County fire officials say it happened in the water near Old Geneva Road around 7 p.m. on Sunday. 2 people were pulled from the water, and we're told one of them was in pretty bad shape. We'll stay on top of this story as well.
New this morning, a surge of spring breakers is helping set new passenger records at Orlando International Airport. More than 100,000 travelers passed through the airport on March 16th. This milestone comes after the airport broke its last passenger record in December during the busy holiday season. Airport officials say passengers should expect more foot traffic during the spring and summer and arrive to the 3 hours before a flight.
That's early. Very early indeed.
The security lines just get backed
They
up, Danielle.
do, absolutely. Meanwhile, a new report shows most airlines are getting better at baggage handling. Most carriers lost or misdirected just under 6 checked bags for every 1,000 last year. That is down from the year before. However, United Airlines is still having trouble. Carriers lost or misdirected more than 7 checked bags per 1,000. 7% jump from the year before. The report shows Allegiant Air had the best performance overall out of all of the carriers.
Happening now, part of I-4 is set to close in Orange County because of construction. FDOT says the westbound lanes will be shut down each night around 10 p.m. from now through tomorrow night. The closure impacting Sand Lake Road to the Beachline Expressway, State Road 528. There's a detour set up along Kirkman Road. Already a nightmare of a situation down there, but
oh yeah.
Now we have it at night. Still ahead on Good Day Orlando, an overwhelming show of support following news of Kate Middleton's cancer diagnosis.
Absolutely. The reaction from the Duchess and Prince William, and what's next for Kate and the royal family. Plus, former President Donald Trump facing a deadline today to pay a really big court fee or his assets could be seized. We break down what could happen if he does not pay up.
And fewer lifeguards in Cocoa Beach, all thanks to a beach battle. More on who could be keeping eyes on the water instead. We'll be right back.
I'm cleaning up my yard tomorrow. How hot will it be?
If you work outside today, drink. It's going to be really hot. Temperatures getting into the upper 90s by this afternoon.
Noah knows. Watch Noah Bergeron weeknights on Fox 35. The high-low temperatures on Fox 35 News are sponsored by T-Mobile, America's largest 5G network.
All right, let's take a look at our Cool Today camera. This pointing on I-Drive this morning. Lots of spring breakers hit International Drive last week, right? Because it was Orange County and many school districts around the country descending upon Orlando. A lot of them go to International Drive. So many cool attractions there. So it's a beautiful day. Hey, there on Monday morning. It will still be crowded. Danielle Knox there on International Drive.
Yeah,
so
it will.
Listen, swim at your own risk. A funding feud is leaving Cocoa Beach visitors without lifeguards. It's all happening right in the middle of spring break, as we just said. Fox 35's Randy Hildreth has more on whose eyes could be on the water.
All right, good advice. The seas are going to be really rough today. Well, here's a look at Port Canaveral from our Launch Credit Union cam from the perspective of Gator Portside. Looking over at the Carnival Freedom, getting ready to head out on the high seas. It's cloudy right there, 65 degrees. It's weak. It's not really going to have much of a difference as far as our temperatures go, and it's actually going to allow for a beautiful Easter weekend. So 85 tomorrow, 84 on Wednesday, Thursday a 40% chance for rain, a touch cooler Friday, but then look at that, 82 degrees for a truly spectacular Easter Sunday here across Central Florida. All right, let's take a look at our Sky Fox traffic. We've got some issues out there. This is I-4 at Lake Monroe. 2 accidents actually in view. One is on 1792. This is a serious accident at the, Charles Richard Beale Boulevard heading southbound near Fort Florida Road Crossing. Again, also 17. All right, also on I-4, still clearing up this multi-vehicle crash. Always a slow spot here. It's adding about 30 minutes to your commute coming out of Daytona Beach as you work southward toward Meanwhile, the 417 to downtown, or I should say the 408. Are we on the 417 or the 408? This is the 408, yeah, the 408. The 408 from 417 to downtown, I should say. 20-minute ride. Usually it's only 7 minutes. So there's just a lot of volume out there, but that's to be expected. It's Monday, and we're back from spring break for Orange County and Seminole County, so there's a lot more volume out there on the roadways. Well, let's take a look at our pump patrol. Yes, our pump patrol. Our pump patrol today takes us to Oakland at 16131 West Colonial Drive. There happens to be a British Petroleum store there selling gas for $3.27. Guys, I'll toss it back to you.
Brooks, we like to call it BP.
British Petroleum.
Okay. Brooks, thank you so much for that. All right, it is 8:22. Still ahead on Good Day Orlando this morning. Chick-fil-A changing a really key ingredient on its menu.
Yeah, why its famed antibiotic-free chicken is going away. And are boomers getting fed up with Florida? The growing trend that's sending retirees packing up and moving north to where those gorgeous tree colors exist. Not around here. Back in a moment here on Good Day Orlando.
Good Day Orlando is brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
In business headlines this morning, some bad news for Elon Musk and his social media site X.
The platform has been struggling to attract and keep users since Musk bought the site back in 2022 when it was known as Twitter. Last month, X had 27 million active daily users in the United States, but that's down 18% from the previous year. Worldwide numbers are down 15% as well. Musk posted on X claiming the people behind the report did not have the right data.
And a big change for Chick-fil-A's chicken. The company is shifting away from antibiotic-free chicken starting this spring because of supply chain issues. It is moving from a no antibiotics ever policy to no antibiotics important to human medicine. That means some antibiotics may be used if the chickens become sick. Chick-fil-A was antibiotic-free for 5 years.
Well, remember when that big influx of people up north moved down here to Florida right after the pandemic? Well, now there is a group that is moving back up north. Thousands of retirees are heading to Appalachia, the mountain range from northern Georgia through western Pennsylvania, and the reason they're doing it is because of the rising cost of living here and the threat of hurricanes. The trend started in 2021. It does continue to rise even now, and now starting to overwhelm those small communities, and locals are not happy about it. And I can imagine why, right?
Yeah, that Chamber of Commerce video is very
Isn't
nice
that
too.
Beautiful.
It's enticing.
Absolutely.
Orlando at 8:30. The NFL's annual league meeting is underway right here in Orlando.
So we've got the very latest on a busy slate on tap for the coaches as well as the owners. That is just ahead. Plus, it's now been 1 week since an iconic new Smyrna Beach restaurant went up in flames. We've got the latest on the efforts to bring Papa's back and what the owners have planned when we return.
Live from Fox 35 News, you're watching Good Day Orlando.
And good morning, Central Florida. We do start with this new video this morning. FPL talking about lowering rates coming up. See how much money customers could save.
Plus, their new Smyrna Beach restaurant was damaged in a fire. The owners of Papa's plan to rebuild. Find out how they're helping their employees in the meantime.
And while most people were sleeping, there was a show in the sky, a lunar eclipse around 3 o'clock. We're going to tell you about the next big event coming up next month as well. But first, we want to say welcome back to Good Day Orlando. It is Monday morning, everybody. Hope you are doing all right this morning. It certainly is good to see you. I'm Danielle Knox.
And I'm David Martin. Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Gardner now joins us as well. Great day for us today.
Oh, it'll be a good day, Orlando. Absolutely.
Yes.
We've got the wind coming in. Every time I say that, an angel gets its wings. It's like It's a Wonderful Life with a bell, you know. Good day, Orlando. Travel forecast today, 79 degrees. We got a busy wind coming in off the Atlantic, so that's unfortunately going to make for some dangerous beach conditions as far as rip currents are concerned. And also here in the deep south, if you're traveling up toward Mississippi, Alabama, and in Louisiana, there's a severe weather risk this afternoon. I'll talk more about that coming up. First off, Daytona Beach. We're pretty much at high tide. There's very little beach right now happening. 63 degrees, live view from the Hard Rock Hotel cam. It is currently 64 degrees at Palm Palm Coast, 70 in Melbourne, 61 in Claremont, and 60 in Leesburg right now. We're on the way to the upper 70s and what'll be a truly beautiful day today. And in today's Good Day forecast, Miss Pepper is looking for a walk. The little rat terrier is loving chasing that ball in the backyard, and apparently also quite an acute lizard chaser as well. 73 at noon, 79 degrees at 4 o'clock. All right, coming up, we've got a severe weather threat today across the deep south. That system does come our way later this week. It loses its punch, but it will produce a chance for some rain. I'll show you that. First off, though, let's take a look at our Skyfox traffic. We've had a busy morning out there developing. Here's a live view of I-4 near Universal with a typical heavy volume there, but it is slow and go from Champions Gate all the way in. And just in, there's a crash here on the 408 West near Anderson Street. This was an injury accident, so it's likely to be really slowing us down as investigation continues and they reroute traffic and all that stuff that's involved. As far as drive times on the 408, from 417 to downtown, it's normally a 7-minute drive. Things have picked up. You know, it was earlier about a 40-minute drive. Now it's down to, well, people are speeding. We'll just say that. They're getting through there real fast. Now, they're only delayed about 4 minutes, so it's not terrible. Here's live view Skyfox over, looks like I-4, and they are cruising around on this beautiful sunny morning. David and Danielle, let you know if any other traffic incidents pop up, and we'll take a look at the forecast the next 7 days, taking us into Easter weekend coming up.
Okay, Brooks, thank you very much. Take a look at the Port Canaveral camera at the moment here. This is the Carnival Freedom ship. It is back in port following a fire over the weekend. It is the second time the ship has caught fire in 2 years. Now, the cruise line has canceled their next 2 trips out of Cape Canaveral. In the next hour of Good Day Orlando, we're going to hear from people affected by those cancellations. Well, there was quite the show in the sky overnight that you may have missed. The first lunar eclipse was visible around 3 o'clock this morning. It coincided with the only full moon in the month of March. This is all leading up to a total solar eclipse on April 8th. That's when the moon blocks out the sun. Well, the royal mystery is over. Friday, Kate Middleton announced she is battling cancer.
Yes, she certainly did. And coming up, see how people are reacting to that news and what the royal family is saying about it all. 8:40 is the time. You're watching Good Day Orlando right here on Fox 35. Good morning to you. We'll be right back.
I'm John Brown. Join me tonight on Fox 35 News.
Well, look at that. The waves are whipping up as we take a live look from our Hard Rock Hotel Daytona Beach Camp. Not a great day to get out in the water, but to get out at the beach, shaping up to be a pretty nice day overall.
Yeah.
8:44 is the time. The world still reacting this morning to the news that Kate Middleton is battling cancer.
And now the royal family is thanking everyone for the massive outpouring of support. Fox 35's Stephanie Bennett has the latest.
Wishing everybody the best there. Well, weather-wise, today it is going to be beautiful. Highs in the upper 70s. A little bit breezy, but just such a pleasant day today. Really a great day to be here in Central Florida. In Oviedo, hour by hour, we jump from 65 degrees at 10 up to 78 degrees at 4 o'clock. It'll be one of those days where temperatures are right on par with where they should be for this time of year. Now, there are some clouds at the coastline. We've got a busy onshore flow, and that's helping to push some of those Atlantic clouds inland. 65 right now, live view from the Launch Credit Union atop the Epic Theater in Titusville, looking east toward NASA. There will be a few sprinkles in the forecast today. We've got an east wind about 25 miles an hour, so it's kind of like yesterday. We'll have a little bit of moisture being pushed ashore, but not as much rain. It's not going to be like a rainy day for us, but a couple of sprinkles can't be ruled out. The wind's gusty and the waves will really be whipping there at the beaches. Our weather spotters this morning are calling in, emailing in, contacting me with reports ranging from the mid-50s north of Ocala to about 61 in Claremont for Janet M. A lot of folks here this morning. Jean in Melrose, 56 degrees this morning. Far warmer temperatures, in fact, close to 70 this morning for Paul in Rockledge, Steve Hurst, Cocoa 67, Pete in South Chase 63. It's been one of those mornings where southeast coastline, but you know, once we get into the afternoon with the sea breeze coming in and the easterly flow developing with that big wind, Here's our look at the forecast highs today. Just about everywhere, whether you're Palm Coast or Palm Bay, will be in the mid-70s for highs. And the farther inland you get, the warmer it gets. Along the I-75 corridor, firmly at or above 80 degrees. Orlando will be kind of right on the edge of the action. Well, check it out. The waves rolling in. We got a lot of wave action, 7 to 8 foot breakers, a lot of white water, big time rip current risk up and down the Atlantic coastline. It's advised you stay out of the water. So why am I talking about this during a Monday? Well, it is spring break this week for Volusia County as well as Brevard County schools. So kids going to the beach today, just be aware. It's a high surf advisory and a risk for deadly rip currents today. 6 to 8 foot seas today, tomorrow, and for Wednesday. The wind is all thanks to a squeeze play in weather systems pushing ashore. So if you're going to Satellite Beach in Brevard County, a few sprinkles possible. It'll be nice with 75 degrees, but much nicer just to chill out on the sand and watch the waves come in. Out on the water, small craft advisory in effect. East winds up to 20 knots, seas up to 11 feet, choppy for bay and inland waters. High tide happening right now. The next tide is a low tide at 2:48 p.m. if you're doing any fishing from the shore or off of a pier. And look at this fish caught by Owen Taggart, a red snapper in today's Good Day catch. This is Tino, a 6-year-old, catching his first fish, a largemouth bass here at Lake Toho. And finally, Tommy with a baby hammerhead shark. He threw it back. That's one you want to have forceps for. A lot of teeth in those hammerhead sharks. Caught that thing right off Daytona. Go figure. Well, here's a look at the fishing forecast inland today. We're going to see temps in 70s, mid-80s for Tuesday and for Wednesday. Send your fish photos to Fox35Catch at Fox.com to be featured here on Good Day Orlando. Again, Fox35Catch at Fox.com. Well, we've got a severe weather threat across Mississippi and Louisiana today. This weather system arrives here on Thursday, bringing with it rain, but thankfully no severe weather. The elements contributing to the severe weather will be long gone by the time this 40% chance for showers, maybe, just maybe a clap of thunder on Thursday. Here's the 7-day forecast. Warm through the middle of the week. That weak system coming in on Thursday, followed by a beautiful stretch leading to an ideal, absolutely ideal weekend. It's Easter, and we're looking at low 80s. Well, it is time for our Fox 35 weather baby. 8:49 on this Monday morning, and this is baby Arian. Arian, look at that little munchkin. How cute. We'd love to feature your bundle of joy right here on Good Day Orlando. Submit your photos to Fox 35 weather baby at Fox.com. All right, let's take a look at Sky Fox traffic. It has become a busy morning. Look at all that traffic. It is slow and go here on I-4 near Universal and the attractions, as you might expect. So make sure you give yourself some extra time. And unfortunately, we do have some crashes out there on the roads. Earlier, an injury crash accident looks to be letting up here on the 408 near Anderson Street, but this was once producing delays up to 45 minutes inbound. Drive times right now on the 408 from 417 to downtown, delays down to 2 minutes. So that's good news. Fast improvement there. Here's a look at Sky Fox looking toward the posterior of the aircraft, the port, if you will. It's doing a little wobbling. Yeah, at least you're not in that thing, right? We got the wind blowing. You can imagine that's got to be a wild ride. Skyfox traffic, a great tool though to see what's going on right now in real time before the reports even come in. So it lets you know what's going on. All right, guys, let's toss it back to you.
Okay, Brooks, thank you. We'll take it. For the first time since the Pro Bowl last month, the NFL is back in Orlando.
Coming up, see what the league's executives and coaches are working on this week. That's just ahead.
And the Magic are trying to rebound after losing a close game Saturday night that snapped a 5-game winning streak. Coming up, their next chance to start another one. Before we leave, though, let's take one look at our cool camera. That's Cool Today camera on iDrive this morning. Sun rising there on International Drive. The tourist district, no question, will be busy this week again. Back in a moment here on Good Day Orlando.
Today's Weather Baby is sponsored by attorney Dan Newlin.
Welcome back, everybody, as we take a live look through our Cool Today camera on iDrive. This morning, as you can see, it is shaping up to be just a beautiful day out there. So get out there, enjoy, even if it's your lunch break from work. It's a great day. The time right now is 8:54. Still much more to come this morning right here on Good Day Orlando.
Yeah, the 9 o'clock hour starts right after this break. Don't go anywhere.